Okay, we're back with another Snap Challenge recipe. 6 hours a day for 30 days. Man, y'all making me work over here, making me work, trying to make things stretch. But we're actually doing a pretty good job. Today, you see the ingredients here. A mirepoix. I've talked about it in a previous episode. You see here, it's carrots, celery, and onions. It's not exactly the correct ratio just because for a typical one, it's 2:1 to 1. Go back and check it out and see which one is 2:1:1. And, but we're going to use this in our fried rice today, along with, you all know that we had 5 pounds of white rice, right? So I made 2 cups of rice. And this is, I used 2 raw cups of rice and put it in, obviously, 4 cups of water. And then I took some of this, which is 3 cups out of the batch because it's going to make more. And we're still going to use some of the white rice for something else later. And then we also took this chicken breast. So remember our whole pack of chicken? We had a pack of 8. So we've used it along the way. I was going back and forth. Oh my gosh, do I want to use this chicken breast for this or do I want to use it for something else? I had 2 chicken breasts left. So I opted to use this chicken breast here today. But you got to check out another recipe that I have on my show where you can see fried rice made with chicken and shrimp. I'm actually doing it right now to incorporate it into our challenge because I want our meals to be healthy, filling, and delicious. And so we could do that without the protein, but if you have some vegetarians out there, for example, or, well, it won't be vegan because I'm about to add in this egg too. We have 2 eggs that we're going to use, but if you wanted the vegetarian, we can make this without the egg. And then from our bag of frozen sweet peas, I took a cup of our peas here today. So let's get started. Again, I'm going to do this in steps because if I had a big skillet, I could probably make this all in one. You know how if you've ever gone to hibachi, you've seen them make everything on that flat top grill. And typically, I would on our flat top grill, but we're working with some limited resources here. So we're going to take our olive oil that we have and we are going to cook up our chicken. Take the olive oil. Actually, we'll take the chicken and some of our onions that we have right here. So we'll take some of the onions and take our chicken and make sure it's seasoned. Let me season it in the bowl. So we'll take some of our black pepper. Make sure that's seasoned well, along with salt, while our onions are going to be cooking down. Garlic powder, and we'll use our onion powder here for the seasoning of the chicken. So mix that all together. Again, I'm going to put these gloves on just so I don't have to wash my hands with the raw chicken. So we have that. Just a little bit more. And we're going to just add our chicken. Okay. And I took that 1 chicken breast and pretty much diced our chicken so it would be smaller pieces so it would stretch. But you can make your chicken in whatever size you want. I just think that this is going to be the most practical way to use our chicken since we're only working with 1 big chicken breast. Yeah. And then if we had like 1 big skillet or 1 big flat top, we could have our other vegetables cooking, but we want to make sure that our chicken is cooked What's the temperature? Do you remember what the temperature of chicken or poultry should be? The internal temperature, we know that it's well cooked, is 165 degrees. And this actually helps cook, if it's smaller pieces, it cooks it a little bit quicker, and we know that it's done. It is going to cook some more once we add it to the fried rice, but we don't want to take that chance. We want to make sure that everything is cooked 100%. We turn on our flame a little. Yeah. All right. Maybe like 5 more minutes. And we're going to actually take our mirepoix mix. It's not really. It is kind of, but it's a pseudo version. So we have our carrots. I added in carrots. I mean, typically we wouldn't have, I don't know if you have this in your fried rice, but we're going to add it today. And this was 8 little baby carrots that we had from our original bag. This is 1 stalk of the celery. I'm telling you all this because this is all part of the original shopping. And then the onions that I diced is actually 1/4 of an onion. So we're still using the same ingredients that were from our original shopping list. All right, so this looks pretty good. And let's see. We'll push this to the side. And now we're going to, we'll take this. Add this with a little bit of olive oil over here. And I think I recall on my last episode that I made fried rice. I actually did make it in one skillet or one pan. Because when I added the egg, I'll show you in a minute how it's all going to work. Now, with fried rice, sometimes one of the main ingredients that you may see is soy sauce. Well, unfortunately, soy sauce was not on our list for our pantry items, but maybe, our next run we'll have enough dollars to add that as a staple. But remember, when we're getting the soy sauce, we want to get the one that is low sodium. This one, I actually have this already here. We're not going to use it today. I'm just showing you that this can be added, or, you probably have some packets laying around your house from a previous takeout order of the soy packets. You could use those too if you wanted. But I just brought it. I wanted to show you all the option to actually add that. It's going to make it a little, the soy, the taste of soy. If you don't, it's full of sodium. So that's why I say if you're going to go buy this and add it to your pantry, make sure you look at the one that says low sodium and grab that one. So we're going to cook this down a little bit more. And we're going to add in some seasoning, black pepper, and garlic powder. I'm a huge fan of, you just can't put these in here without seasoning. That's not cooking with love. So you got to make sure that you're seasoning everything. So while that is cooking down over there, I'm going to add in our eggs. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to mix or scramble this egg really quick. And then while this is cooking over here, I'm just going to add our egg mixture. Okay. Keep it contained just a little. Add a little pepper. Add just a little bit of salt. And we'll scramble that up. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Scramble that. Again, we use 2 eggs. We started off with 2 dozen eggs. I need to recalculate some things, but I think we're almost to the end with our eggs. Almost, if you're using them for your breakfast and everything. Okay, so let's add we'll add our rice into here. Okay. And we'll add in our cooked chicken that we had. And we're going to add in our peas. See how simple this is? And like I said, if you wanted to add in the soy sauce that you have, once we get it in our pantry items, you could. That's no problem, but this is a full meal right here. We have our protein, we have our vegetable, we have our starch. So, let me just try it. I'm going to let this cook a little bit more and then add in just a tad bit more salt. And a little bit more. Okay, this is looking really good. Like I said, the soy sauce would just add a little bit more salt to it, flavor, but I would say so myself. This looks pretty good. Okay, we are all set. I'm gonna we use a lot of different portion size scoopers here, just for obvious reasons, to portion out properly and to make sure our food cost is correct and accurate. So this is actually a 6-ounce portion. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, and I'll add a little bit more to it because it's rice. So we had literally 12 ounces. We have our fried rice right here, and that's it. So we have another option, and I'm going to portion this out for entrees to see how much we actually get out of this. So again, Snap Challenge, $6 a day for 30 days. This is going to be something that you could probably have for lunch and dinner, maybe breakfast. But you can see right here, 2 cups of cooked rice, how much it's going to yield, and 1 chicken breast. So I hope this is going to be helpful for someone. I'm excited to eat. So until the next time, check us out, arxcatering-dc.com. Cooking with Cheron.